Very well.
Moonrise Towers. If this is indeed the very center of the Absolute schemes, then the source of our problem must be in here somewhere. He's trouble. Worse, he's a traitor. Whatever loyalty he had towards Lady Shah is long gone. It would please her greatly to see him meet his long overdue end, I'll wager.
This is the seat of the Absolute's power. Whatever the heart is, it's connected to this place somehow. I must find out.
Yours is a face I shred in my dreams. One who kicked the steel claw as if I was some stray. I am a champion hunter. When I lick my pelt, I taste blood.
Fortunately for you, the slithering vermin I hunt has my attention. For now.
The Deathwalker passed through here before. I know your scent. All was silent for you, but I dared to snarl. You skulked like you owned the place, trespassing on my domain!
You excavate the empty caverns of your useless mind, shoveling, dozing, blasting through the smooth brain. How the kitty cat mewled when your boot stamped upon its tail. You are the black cat crossing the path of the living. The pleasure of the memory dribbles out of your leaking skull into the very air. A memory won at the cost of a piece of your mind. You were in this tower before, that much is sure.
Cursed to put my hands on everything. I need a quick word.
Don't mind Mig and her meat sounds. It's just her brain slopping around in her skull.
Anything of use?
Hush! Meat sounds above. Here. No! Meg only small. This huge. In walls above. Maybe whole tower. You find meat. You share.
The tower doesn't stink like an overstuffed cemetery, which means Balthazar hasn't returned. So why are you here instead of out there looking for him? Oh, good. I love answering questions. It is something that General Thorm desires, and that he has ordered us to retrieve. That is all you need to know.
She's suddenly nervous, on edge. Talking about the relic makes her anxious.
Whatever Balthazar is looking for, it's crucial to the war effort. Fine. Talk to the Bugbear Quartermaster. Tell him he's to share my secret stash with you. The power the relic must hold to be of such importance. General Thorm will not leave Moonrise without it.
It is not your time yet, Blessed One. The rooftop chapel is reserved for the General's private contemplation, save for those he chooses to ascend.
This must be the place. We have to get inside.
I'm sure you have done a great many things to get this far, true soul. But above, you will stand in her very presence. Such an honor requires more. Disciples Rel has given you a chance to earn that honor. Your tadpole grasps at nothing. She carries no parasite. As you see, true soul, there is so much more for you to learn. Once again, your mind opens to Lae'zel, and she considers the disc.
More writings on Orpheus, the so-called Prince of the Comet. The Prince of the Comet, Part 3. The histories tell us that Commander Voss, Gestil Kithrak, pierced Prince Orpheus clean through with his sword of silver, that his flesh was torn and fed to the great red dragon Ephelaman. Vlaakith's faithful roar out this tale, but beneath the roars, we hear whispers carrying truth and prophecy. The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from Vlaakith's tyranny. Praise be to Mother Gith, Queen of the One Sky. Praise be to your son, Orpheus, the true heir, Prince of the Comet. This is more than a fable. It's an affront to the undying Queen Vlaakith. Gith's son died to Voss's blade. Orpheus is no more. Tiamat's emissary. It was he who carried word that Mother Gith had negotiated the gift of the dragons, and that Vlaakith I would preside as Queen of the Githyanki. Ephelaman remains the Queen's consort to this day, as endless as the empire he now serves. It is not just improbable, it is impossible. Kithrak Voss and his red dragon slayed the fell prince. You could no more resurrect him than you could glue together the pile of ashes he became. My Vash taught that the silver bells of Vlaakith's court still ring out before every hunt in celebration of the prince's defeat. As a child, I longed to hear them for myself and sing in praises to the deathless queen and her Githraki.
Still another Githyanki disc. About Prince Orpheus, maybe. Lae'zel could make sense of it.
That's curious.
Don't mind if I do. A couple turns should do it. by with my little eye. Nothing of note, really.
Open this cage, you munting asshole!
Stand, soldier. These are the General's private quarters. Wait. Something in your scent is familiar. I do not know your face, but your scent. Selûnite magic. It used to fill these halls back when I was flesh. Since my master brought me back, this place smells wrong. His family is gone, replaced by bootlickers and beasts. You are neither. So tell me true. What is your purpose here? Good. Death itself cannot release you from that duty. Now be about your business, whatever it is. Not your scent. Selûnite magic on your skin. The General once smelled that way when his daughter still lived. I died the same night she did, my master says, trying to protect her. I do not remember. But he brought me back. I will not fail him again.
Ketherick's wife loved him very deeply. No accounting for taste.
What's that?
Shifter lying in wait. It won't get the drop on me.
Looking ahead. Need to find a way forward. Something over there. Seems simple enough.
Through a narrow crack in the wall, you hear something shift against stone. The pulse of a crawling, living thing. You almost catch a glimpse, but the darkness within the wall is too deep. Your awareness unfolds, expanding through every wall in the tower, every mind. A vast living network extending down into the dark, where something wakes.
Gods, what is it? What now?
It's a trap!
Tendrils snap like iron cords around your wrist. That presence in your mind looms large, closer now. You stop resisting, your arm bending with the movement of the flesh. And suddenly an opening appears. With a soft sucking sound, your hand pulls free. The flesh within the wall retreats.
Careful. In future, you can't just stick your hand in every strange hole you come across.
Again, the sickening slither of flesh on stone, barely an arm's length away. There is no hesitation this time. The tendrils lash out like a waiting predator. The tendrils tighten, and suddenly you are elsewhere. The presence is no longer approaching you, but encircling you, observing you.
Disgrace. Dare. Tyrant. Die.
A pause, as if it struggles to compress its vast being down into terms you can understand.
This is the voice they have given me. To better speak to your kind without breaking you. I was once a servant of the grand design. Now I'm a slave to theirs. But you were the jeweled hope for their design. But now, you are their flaw. You abandoned me. You left me the slave of the puny chosen. Used to bind this world. But I cannot bind you. You must come to me so I can become myself again.
A world away, the grip on you tightens. A desperate, drowning thing that pulls you down with it.
Come.
Enough of this! Release yourself!
Dizzy with the smell of it.
Let it know death.
Nothing important is ever easy. What path lies before me?
Let's finish this. On the move.
don't waste a step.
Need to stay focused. Onward.
The lance board is set. Full go!
Let's get this over with.
Victory awaits.
Moving ahead.
What was that place?
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
That's curious.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Never wanted the easy path. Open up.
Let me out! Let me out! Let me out!
Very well.
She sees everything we are. Do you understand? There is no hiding from her.
Araj O'Blordra, trader in all things occult. A very great pleasure to meet you, true soul. Should you be interested, I have a particular offer I'd like to make. Put plainly, I'd like your blood. A vial of true soul's blood, specifically. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. The rest, I keep for myself. Well, that's why we're trading, no? I assure you, the potions are more than worth their weight. Research, naturally. We Ablodras are simply curious by nature.
You realize why the name rings familiar. House Ablodra was purged a century ago by an alliance of rival drow houses. Among the many crimes tallied against them, their reckless experimentation with illithid breeding stock.
Blessed by the Absolute, but not blinded by it. Now I simply must study you. The beings you speak of have no use for gods, and yet here we stand in a church of their making. Unless they are not the makers, but simply the means, wouldn't that be a secret worth knowing? So let me adjust my offer. Your blood and your silence, in exchange for the potions I mention, and a tidy pile of gold besides. No idea, but it will be unique to you. Your blood essence and the Absolute's blessing intertwined. We can learn exactly what that means together, Just a little prick and it's all over. Close your eyes. A little pain for a lot of gold. And there we are. All of your very best traits in a bottle. Use it well. And if I may, would you have a moment to discuss another more personal matter? Truth be told, I heard tell of your coming before you arrived. Ketheric's dogs prowl far and wide round the tower. I know you travel with a delightful Nightwalker in your retinue. Please, I have a proposal for him. I will reward you both, handsomely. I will speak of it when he is here, not before. But it will be to your advantage. I promise. That is not a name which has ever passed my lips. I am a friend to you. I wish to be a friend to him. Don't say such a thing. Don't dash my hope.
It does not compare with the comforts of home, but your camp is almost palatial in comparison to my previous accommodation. Thank you for allowing me to come here, and for bringing me back to myself. Each memory that returns to me is more disturbing than the last. The things that I did in the name of the Absolute. The things that were done to me. They broke my mind. Precisely. While our tadpoles live, and the cult have the means to control them, we will never be safe. We must eradicate them, starting with General Thorm. I mean Ketheric. My deference to him is a habit that will die hard, I fear. All that live can die. I can help you plot Ketheric's demise, but I need something from you first. Swear that you will keep me close. Until the Absolute is dead, at least. If I leave your side, The prism will no longer protect me, and I will cease to be Minthara. The Absolute will make me its puppet again. I would rather die. Thank you. I knew you were different to other true souls when we met, but I could see nothing clearly. Now, thanks to the prism, the Absolute does not cloud my thoughts at all. I see that together, we can have our vengeance on those who infected us. Rest well, and keep your wits about you. Tomorrow, we go to war with the cult of the Absolute. General Thorm would have the world believe that his invulnerability is a gift from the Absolute. That is a lie, intended to impress those who flock to the cult's cause, and to strike fear in the minds of those who stand against the Absolute. I believe Thorm draws his power not from a divine source, but an arcane one. I suspect it is the very relic that Balthazar has been sent to retrieve. We must find the necromancer and claim what he seeks, or destroy it. Now, rest. We will need our strength for what lies ahead.
I do not sleep unless I wish to. Until I feel safe among this company, I shall spend my nights planning for the fights to come. Good travels. I'll be waiting.
Good evening. I'm here on behalf of Gale of Waterdeep. He wishes to extend you an invitation for a private conversation in a more suitable locale. Gladly. Simply follow yonder path, and soon you will find him. I love this time of night. There's an almost reverent silence that accompanies the peak of darkness, when you'd almost believe the dawn will never break. The cradle of eternity. The timelessness of lovers. That most beautiful of fantasies. I will be. Soon. I am perhaps just one hard day away from being without any troubles at all. This may be my last night alive. I wanted it to be under a canopy of beauty and wonder, and with company to match. I thought this place might bring me peace. I thought it might make the weight of what I must do feel a little lighter. But I'm not so sure. Babe or crone, coward or hero, death is assured. Mystra's forgiveness is not. If you knew the end was near, would you not want to ensure it had meaning? I am terrified. I will not claim otherwise. My face could scarcely conceal it, even if my words sought to deny it. There is no point in running from the inevitable. Better to meet it on my own terms. I can feel it. Ever since we set foot in this strange, corrupted land. The closer we get, the heavier my own heart becomes. Stay with me a while, will you? Day will come all too soon, even in this place. One moment with you could sate me for a lifetime and prize the fear from my heart. I'm so very glad you came to share this with me. I know this is all unreal, but I created it for you. You must know that you're very special to me. If things were different, if we were home, I'd have taken time to do things properly, to say it all better. But time is short. I'm in love with you. And you're a bad liar. I lived the life of a hermit for some time before I met you. Safer for all, but not conducive to pleasures of the flesh. I want it to be perfect. To bond with you in the way the gods do, intertwining our spirits in visions of the weave. How about the perfect night in Waterdeep? Yes? Let's imagine how it would be. The scene is this. You and I stand in the room that is the center of my universe. The sculptures, the paintings, the walls enlivened by the spines of 1,000 books. The grand piano plays the Lyrian suites all by itself, and as we look out beyond the arches that lead to the terrace, we see the weary sun take its daily dive into the sea. My favorite spot. Many times, evening turned to night and back to daybreak once more while I sat here, lost in words. It's called The Art of the Night, and it details the first 1,000 nights of a newlywed king and queen. They turned everything they did into an art. The art of conversation, the art of taste, time-honored and newly acquired. The art of the body, the exploration and acceptance of the self and the other. The art of the night itself. They say we take a page from their book. Then let's set the book aside and be blank slates on blank sheets, delightfully new. What do you say? The stars will be our bed. Come here. Why confine ourselves to the pleasures of mortal flesh? There's but one stitch in a vast tapestry. Let me show you more. When you wake, it will be back at our camp, back in our small, dirty, bloody patch of existence. But stay with me now. There are endless worlds out there, countless ways to declare love, infinite ways to express it. Too much for one night. We shall try. I wanted to talk to you about our night together. Have you ever walked to the very edge of a great precipice and shuddered at how easy it would be to step into the void? Ever since Elminster told me of Mistra's expectations of me, felt like I've been walking along such a cliff face. The great drop to nothingness, never out of my sight. But you led me away from the edge. Without your words, your touch, I fear I would have sought purpose and solace in that void, reminding me what living can feel like. Well, generosity is always a noble virtue, whether it be in the streets, by the charity box, or betwixt the sheets. Besides, given my propensity towards verbosity, Surely can't be a surprise that I have a practiced tongue. I hope the end is much farther away than I had suspected. I hope that night meant as much to you as it did to me. And I hope we all have more time together. Together. Alone. I'll see that there is. Woe betide anyone who tries to stop me.